going wrong. So you just keep yourself focused, don't give an F about it, and do your job, provide value for your people, and everything else will fall in place. No one will be like, look at this dude, Vuk. He's giving me all these advices and all these tactics and strategies that I can use to grow my business. But look at him, he's always setting up YouTube Live when he starts Facebook. I mean, who gives an F, right? If I give you valuable advice that you can use immediately and go from $500,000 in revenue to $700, would you care if I have a beard, if I wear a t-shirt that's exactly why I'm shooting these videos inside of my quote unquote working room. Here is my nemesis right behind the camera, the my exercising machine. Every morning I'm up around 5 o'clock in the morning, and every morning I exercise because I have that back problem I talked about quite a few times in the videos. Not really talked about, just mentioning that I have it because I'm usually shuffling like this, trying to crack my back so it hurt a little bit less. I spent 11 years playing basketball, almost went pro. Best thing never happened to me. you know how they say, be careful what you wish for, because you might just get it. So today, the ultimate weapon of us entrepreneurs, and really ultimate weapon of all the humankind, that's our mindset, and that is our brain before everything else, then the mindset that we have around certain things. You can just have everything fall in place for you in life. You can inherit like a fortune like $1 billion, and if you don't have the right mindset, the system, quote unquote, will take it away from you, because you will spend it on gambling, you will spend it on nights out, you will spend it on enormous taxes, because you will be like, I can't spend all my money, and in a couple of years you will go broke. And that's what happens in business, and that's what happens everywhere. Entrepreneur that leading a business, no matter if it's a 10,000 people team or it's 2 people team, the entrepreneur that's leading the business, the CEO that's leading the company, they're the head of the snake. And if that head is not doing its thing, the snake will just die. um, when it comes to our mindset, if you have quote unquote fierce mindset, which is usually what entrepreneurs have, you will be okay. If your mindset, I will be okay no matter what the economy is, no matter what the timing is, no matter what the competition is doing. I'm focusing on my shit, I'm doing my things right, and I don't give an F what everybody else is talking about. When the economy collapses, quote unquote, the air quotes there, because the economy collapses, it goes up and down. We think that it is happening on randomly, but really it's when certain group of people, like baby boomers, like millennials right now, when they hit their peak spending power, and that's around 46 to 52 years old, if I remember correctly. This is what really not my area of expertise, but just to mention it. And when they go to 52, then their spending power starts to decline. And when it starts declining, then the economy collapse happens. That is not something that someone will make, just appear from out of a blue sky. It will hit you. If you go to the charts, you have these big ones and then the smaller ones, and they're usually happening in around, the smaller ones, I believe it was around 40 years period, and the big ones around 80 or 90. And that's what was 2008, and before that it was, I believe, 1912. If I Not really my area of expertise, but I'm telling you, there is no coincidence in the world. And if you accept that as a fact, and if you have the mindset, uh, what I call extreme ownership, there is a great book named that way. Extreme ownership is If you own anything and everything that happens to you and to your business, and inside your business and outside of your business, if you own the fact that customers are not buying because I wrote a bad headline, the customers are not buying because I'm not targeting the right people, the customers are not staying with me because my follow up is really bad, the customers are not extending their subscription because I'm not fulfilling what I promised I will. If everything that happens, we're not talking about business, but this is really, really, really even more important when it comes to your health and how you treat, quote unquote, your health, because that is the cornerstone for everything. And if you assume that you are absolutely and 100% responsible for everything that happens and does not happen, it feels, if you go 99%, it will feel like someone put a whole planet on your back and you're carrying it like this. But if you go 100%, it will be like, oh my god, it's so easier like this. It's my god. I don't care who is the president. I don't care what the economy says. I don't care what my customers say. I don't I don't care about anything. I own it. This is my thing. This is, if you ever read about the most successful athletes like Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, and Wayne Gretzky, this is the mindset that they had. No matter what's happening inside the game, in their life, divorced, not divorced, kids sick, it doesn't matter. They're owning everything. They are assuming that they're 100% responsible for everything, and they're acting in that way. That's exactly why I'm shooting you this video for you right now. It's 10:30 p.m. in Europe, and I'm exhausted from today. Uh, Thousands of things that I that had to be done. My wife is pregnant again. We'll have, I hope, it will everything be okay. Second child, and we went to doctors and ran like bees throughout the house. Having that as a just comes to you. You're like, oh wow, I can't wait. But it's still the responsibility, the the sleepless nights, crying. And if you have kids, you probably know how it works. And I'm shooting this video for you because I was like, I'm not shooting anything today. I'm going straight to bed. I've just, my 20 months old son is, I have had him go to sleep in like 30 minutes ago, and I'm like, I'm going to sleep. But no, I promised to you, I promised to myself. And this is how you keep yourself accountable. There are times in life where everything will fall apart. If you manage to keep yourself accountable even in those times, if you manage to go with what you said, it won't change anything. Probably won't change anything in that particular moment, but in future, that mindset that you will keep with you, because if you said something, it will be like that no matter if the Armageddon comes, if the meteorite strikes from outside of the blue sky. Doesn't matter. I said it. I will go live. Help some. If you help one person, you've just made, I mean, so much contribution, because you're seeing the same stuff that I'm seeing. Everybody are just so negative, and everything is everyone from the newspapers, and that's the most of that is their fault, because they're all around us. Newspapers and news, man, if you can stop watching and reading that shit, you will be in like 3 months, you will feel like someone took like 1,000 pounds off your chest and off your back, because they're just, that's poison. That's mind poison that they're putting out there in the world. And when you're doing something positive, when you're doing stuff like these videos that I'm shooting for you, if one person, if 10,000 people watch this, and one person gets it and feels like, oh my god, I know exactly what this dude is talking about, and I will have my life 10x better in like 6 months. Just thank you so much. You just done some amazing things. It doesn't have to be straight revenue proportion. You can do some amazing things just by helping people and doing stuff like these videos. So if you have that extreme ownership mindset and you put some little improvements on top of it, for example, long-term thinking. If you're focused on short-term results, you will lose long-term. If your long-term thinking is just rock solid, if you have that in place, you won't have too much problems. If you own everything, and by own I don't mean I know the solution for everything, but I know who to ask. Or I don't know, but I know there is someone who can be asked about this particular problem, and I know that there is a solution. Maybe I don't know it, but there is someone who knows it. If that's something that you have inside your mind, if you're like, there is no single thing that I cannot overcome, there is no that obstacle cannot be that huge for me not to overcome it, you will be just off to the races. There I've just not just it was a couple of videos ago, I've talked about that circle that you put it like this and write everything that you have right now in your life inside that circle, and then you write everything that you want outside of that circle. Here's the point: inside the circle, on top of it, write comfort zone. Outside of the circle, write outside of your comfort zone. Everything that you want and you don't have is outside of that circle. I wrote myself on a paper note, this is where the good deals are, around that circle. Nothing inside, just around the circle. This is where the good deals are. And if you think about it, if you just process that, you will see that really everything that feels awkward and that feels like I just don't feel like it, that is where the growth is happening. That is where the improvement is happening. That's when someone is telling you, you should test these ads for your business, and you're like, I don't know, it doesn't feel okay. Go test it out, put a couple of dollars in it. We are living in digital era. You can test any kind of advertisement basically for pennies. You can go inside Facebook Ads Manager, put a $10 in, and you just run it for 7 days and target different audience and see what the response will be, and then put it in print or put it in direct mails, whatever you're using to get customers inside your business. So that's outside of that circle, that's outside of comfort zone. If you're selling expensive software, go for the strategic alliances with the guys that are selling much cheaper software, that you feel like they're your competition, because on your list there is people who will buy their software, and on their list there is people who will buy your software. Do just cross that list and you will have massive improvements, massive instantaneous improvements, just by doing that. And even sharing the revenue, sharing the upside, it's so easy when you switch your mind and put it to work outside of that comfort zone and outside of what we are living the same day for 365 days every year. If you look, there was a great guy talking about how we have a blank canvas and every day we wake up and we turn back and look what we did last day and start drawing on that canvas. No one looks to the right and thinks, well, man, there is a blank canvas, I can write anything I want today for myself, I can be whatever I want. If you're 30, if you're 35, man, you can fly to the moon in 5 years if you focus and if you put everything you can in it. It just depends how bad you want it. So this is, I could talk about mindset probably for 3 days straight and not get bored about it, because I'm just fascinated about brain, how it processes everything. And I started doing this exercise with myself where I talk with my brain like it's a different person, and when something bad is happening, when you know when you're tired, when the day goes off and you feel like you've been just ran by a truck, and then your wife comes in and she's like, hey, honey, do you want to go shopping tomorrow? Like, start yelling and you're exploding, you're like freaking out. And then I stop and I'm like, what the hell happened to you? Why would you react like that? It was just a simple question. It's because of that. And then you start talking to your mind like it's a different person, and you start having that conversation and be like, why are we doing that, man? Why are you telling me this stuff? When you're jealous, when you have some problems that are not really in the real world tangible. Tangible, what means tangible? If there is a room of 10 people and you point that thing out, say, could they be like, yes, you're right, it's there? No, the most of our problems is up here. And you know what's the worst? We spend tons of our energy thinking about those problems, and they never occur. And that is the biggest waste of time, energy, and money in this case, because it compounds the problems in your mind. Just let it go. Just let it flow and talk to your mind. See what will you come up with. You two together are unstoppable. You don't need anyone. So thank you for watching this video, and you know the deal. I will put in the comments something completely different, and I will segue this into a pitch if you want it. But it's not really a pitch. It's my offer to do something for you for free if you are meeting my perfect client criteria. I will put in the comments a link where you can read the letter that I wrote for you, and if you like it, you can click on that letter, fill out a simple questionnaire. When you fill it out, I will get that questionnaire, read it, and if I think that we are a good match and we can do some amazing stuff for your business, I will be glad to help you and do all that for you for free. And then if you think that you need my help to implement all the stuff that we came up with, then we can talk about working together. So thank you for joining me today. You will have the link in the comments and in the description for the YouTubes, and I'll talk to you 100% tomorrow. If I did it today, I will do it tomorrow. Thank you. Talk to you soon. Bye bye. And in live video. YouTubes, thank you for